What's up, everybody? Jared Allison with Century 21 Alton Clark. I am out here in Pierson, Florida. I am on a 10-acre property that I have listed. I listed it last week, and it's not going to last much longer. I've been getting phone calls non-stop. People are just trying to get out here and see it. It is off the beaten path out here in Pierson. The address is 1140 Four-Wheel Drive. It's a 10-acre piece of property. Sorry, I'm looking at this hawk that's flying right over the top of me. That was pretty cool. It's a 10-acre property. There's a private dirt road that goes down the middle of the property, so it sort of splits the property. But so it ends back here over on this side, but there's only just a couple of more parcels that are on that side, and I've only seen one truck, the same truck that goes back there. So it's not like there's a bunch of cars going across or cutting through, you know, using this dirt road. So let me turn you around real quick. So I just walked from the front gate area over here. There's a little fence, and then it's already set up with power. There's a power line that let me see if I can get you up there. There we go. So there's a power line that goes over the transformer, and it comes in and it brings it into the power service box. There's a well that's covered over here. There's a well with a pressure tank. The water does work. Let me get that turned on. So the water works. This is your well right here, and then you have a above ground pump with a pressure gauge on there. Let's walk around real quick. So the grass is a little tall. The owner just hadn't had time to get out here and mow it, but that's fine. I mean, we can still, if you come out here, I mean, I've got some oops, there's a stick. I've got some boots on that I can trek through this stuff pretty good. So let's see. So back over here in this area, I'm taking you over to see the pond. So there's a little pond on here. It's got some water in it. I've heard some stuff splashing around in there. Actually, I'm gonna go this way. That grass gets pretty tall. Probably some turtles, things like that that's in there splashing around. But nonetheless, you can get this thing cleaned out. Throw some fish in there. Got you a nice little fishing pond here on this 10-acre property. All right. So here it is. So here's this pond. It's kind of hard to see, you know, exactly how big this pond is, because you got a lot of these weeds and stuff, but it's a pretty decent size. I mean, it's not gigantic. You're not going to put a boat in there, but you know, you can definitely clean it up and put some fish in there. Come sit out here and nice little fishing pole and catch some fish, man. That'd be fun right here on your own property. So I'm kind of walking around the pond right now. Here's the other side. So here's this. We were standing just right over there. So it's pretty decent size. Let's walk here back towards the back of the property just to get an idea of how big this side is. So this side that I'm on is about 5.5 acres. The other side I'm going to show you here in a minute is about 4.5 acres. That's where it splits by that private dirt road. So we're just about to the back of the property. Actually, let me just go back here a little bit further, get out of that sun so you can see. So where you're facing now, we're at the back end of the property, so that's where we came in. That front gate is back over that way. All right, so yeah, the rest of it is just, there's a bunch of cover, a bunch of trees, but nonetheless, plenty of spots for animals to hide. Turkey, I've seen turkeys, bunches and bunches of deer. I know there's some hogs out here. I haven't seen any. They usually stay pretty well hidden, but I have heard them. They make a pretty good amount of noise going in. See, how is it facing into that sun there? Not too bad. All right, so we're gonna head back towards the front and go across the road to the other side. So the other side is, the further west you go, you start getting closer to Lake George. So it starts getting a little bit more wet on that side. This side, I mean, it's pretty high and dry. I have not stepped in a puddle of water over here yet. So that pond right back over there. And we're coming up on the well, if I can find my way out of here. Coming up on that well. Here it is. No, I'm not lost. Just got to get there. Here's that well and the power over there. Oh, there's one other thing I wanted to put. All of your lawn equipment or anything that you need to keep out of the elements. So it's yeah, it's nice to have those, but let's go. So I'm walking towards the front of the property again. All right, wears me out trekking through all that grass. So here is this private road. Let me show you real quick. So I'm standing out in the middle of the private road. That's the entrance here, so that's where you come in from. And then, like I said, I'm walking on the road here. I'll show you. Here's the front of the property. And then this is where the rest of it goes. So, let's see. So there's the front of the property. Make sure we're still live. Okay. All right, so now we're gonna head back to, I like to call it a little secret entrance, but it's not really. They do have a gate here, but I just go under here. It's a little bit easier that way. So, turn you around here. So, back here, this is about 4.5 acres or so. And let me switch hands so you're not in the sun. There's about 4.5 acres. It's a little bit more wet on this side, but that breeze is coming. There's some leaves falling. So it's a little bit more wet on this side. I don't know exactly, what the wetland situation is, but it goes pretty far back into those woods. And the further back you go, you're getting closer to Lake George, so it does start to get more wet as you go back in there. But I mean, all kinds of ground cover, tons of trees back here, a lot of places for just come out here and see some animals. I'm trying to see if I can find any right now, but they probably hear me talking and crunching around on the leaves. I'm not a very good tracker here today, but that's not what I'm here for. Again, the property address is 1140 Four-Wheel Drive, Pierson, Florida, 32180. It's about 10 acres, and just real quick, I'm going to be quiet. I want you to just listen. There's nothing, no sound I mean, there's not a car noise, a road noise, an airplane. There's nothing. All I hear right now, I hear some birds chirping. I hear the wind blowing through the trees. And I hear the leaves falling down and hitting the ground. That's how quiet it is right now. So, if you're looking for something like this, or if you know somebody that is, man, send them my info. Tell them to get in touch with me, because I have been getting a ton of phone calls on this, and you know, people wanting to come out and see it, asking if we've already had some offers, and you know, and it's gonna go quick. It's gonna go soon, because with the amount of phone calls that I've had, yeah, it's not going to be available for much longer. So if you're interested, you know, you're going to have to give me a call quick. Yeah, it is secluded, so you know, it takes a little bit longer for it to go under contract, but we've already been on the market for a week, so they're aware of it. Some people couldn't get out last weekend to come see it, so they're going to use this weekend to come see it. Just got done showing it to 2 people today that we're going through. I've already shown it to 2 people today, so sorry for the camera angles there. Yeah, I've already shown it to 2 people. I said that, and I showed it to several people last weekend too. So I'm just waiting. We're gonna get an offer, and it's gonna be good. So if you're interested, or if you're looking for something else, give me a call. My number, you can find it on my Facebook page, but I'll go ahead and give it to you. It's 386-222-2836, and or you can send me an email. It's jared@jdafloridahomes.com. All right, guys, thanks for joining me on this tour out here in Pierson, and we will see you next time. Bye.